Welcome everyone to the Greatest Story Radio Show with Momma T, powered by Hot 407. Today we have the lovely LaUni. Hi, LaUni. Hey, hey, tell everybody a little bit about who you are, where you're from, and what you do.
Sure. So my name is LaUni. I am a singer-songwriter from Orlando, Florida. I do also play guitar. Um, so I started just real rough. So I started my music journey in 2019, um, trying to go professional at that point. And I've been doing it ever since. It's been quite a journey. I started at open mics, and now I'm actually doing like performances, shows with the guitar, which is crazy. But yeah, I've done with bands, solo acts, and I've traveled to Nashville, Columbus, Ohio to perform, and I hope to continue to grow and perform like all over the world. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. I'm a Latina. I'm trying to tap into my roots now with my music. And I always tend to write from experience and try to keep it positive as much as possible, even though it's difficult sometimes because of my life experiences. But yeah, other than that, it's me.
So you like being real though, with the
Yes.
positive, and we love your music stuff. We
Thank
love your
you.
music, so I know that a lot of people do, and then with your energy and everything. So,
Thank
can you tell us
you.
about any upcoming projects that you might have, some of your favorite songs, your inspirations? I know you said that you're inspired by your life stories. Do you have anything, any other songs, favorite artists, things like that?
So I actually just dropped a song called Ecstasy. It's not really about the drug itself. It's more like the feeling that you get when you're in a relationship, or trying to be in a relationship with someone, and you know that you give them this happy feeling, this safe feeling, the feel good feeling. And with that song, it was really just about trying to open the person's eyes that you're interested in, trying to open their eyes so they can realize what's in front of them. In other
Wow.
words, yeah,
Yeah.
what you're offering, what you're giving them, and yeah, that's basically it for that song. It's Spanish and English too, and I think it's more of like a Latin like R&B vibe. Um but yeah, that's the most recent. I think Time is my favorite
Oh,
because it's a little bit more emotional. Yeah, it's a little bit more emotional. Um, that one, I wrote it not really based off of life experience, but it was more like a feeling. Um, I tend to write a little bit dramatic. So, it was like basically getting the call, like, you only have like this amount of time to live. That's what I was thinking when I was writing it. Like, what if you get a call, like, and they're telling you, like, hey, you don't have long to live. Like, just wanted to let you know. And then you start like kind of realizing, wow, like I should have appreciated those good moments and the good people that were around me. And just to like
wow.
really focus on that, focus on the positive, like the past, the negative, like that can stay back. Like, don't even focus on that, just focus on the good things in life, like the moonlight that lights up the
Yeah.
darkness. So
Yeah. I love that
yeah.
song too. Yeah, that's funny you talked about ecstasy because I was actually going to ask you about that song. And I do love Time. I didn't know the story behind it, but now that you're saying it, I see why I'm so emotional when I listen to it. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, because that song is telling the story, even though you said it's not based off of life experience. I feel like a lot of people resonate with it. I know I do personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I do personally. So what I was going to ask you though, I know you said that you do it off of life experience, and just like you were just talking about the time, how you want people to focus on basically the present and appreciate the people in their lives. How do you use your platform? Because I know you're also a believer. You believe in God, and so how do you use your platform to just bring glory to Him for people that listen to your music and know you?
So it's almost like I write songs so other people have something to it's like relatable because I know a lot of people they hold their emotions in or they don't really like vent, to anyone or they don't think that anyone is going through what they're going through. And I know that's something that excuse me, like that's been like one of my purpose, like one is a major purpose that I know has been placed in my life is to help others heal in some way. And I think with music, it's just the feeling that they get, like when they listen to it. I always try to be intentional, with the way that I make the song. Again, the feeling that I convey when I'm singing. I just try to be as genuine as possible, as like open and accepting as possible. Um and yeah, I try to my thing is like I try to make music so people like if they need to listen to it and cry, they have a song to cry to. You know what I mean? Like they can release that emotion in some way um to help them like heal. Even if it's like that they're feeling like angry at the moment, like with Lie to Me, like even when they're feeling angry or hurt, they know like, somebody else also went through this and look like they're doing good now. You know what I mean? Like it's possible that there's a light at the end for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Like one of my greatest ways of being able to come closer to God is people in my life going through things that I went through prior.
Yeah.
So I can receive quicker from them if I'm going through something because they went through it, and it's like I saw them come out on the other side, and they just like, oh, I love God, and you don't know that you didn't see them go through that, but they went through it, and
Yeah.
now I know that God can help me through it too. Yeah. So with your songs and stuff like that, it's like I just love it. I know a lot of people can resonate with everything that you're saying, and then I do love that you said that you're intentional because that's like been the biggest thing this year for me. Do stuff intentionally. If it's not a part of your life, just get rid of it because life is too short, like you said. And it's the song with time. Life is just too
Yeah.
short.
It
It's just
is.
too
It
short.
is.
Yeah, it's just too short. So, do you have any other upcoming projects?
Yes, I actually have an EP coming out summertime. So that one, it also has another song. It's called Manifest, and that one also is just about positivity. I love making positive music. You know what I mean? Like feel good music. It's fun doing like paparazzi songs, for example, like the paparazzi song or Ecstasy. Like it's fun doing those songs, but I really do love the more emotional, more positive songs that help you kind of just keep that positive mindset and also the other people to be intentional too, like with their words, with their thoughts, like you're surrounded by, like that affects you so much. And I think Manifest is gonna be a dope record from the project. It's not a very long song, but yeah, it's just a feel good song. So the whole project in like the whole complete project, it's um like I said, like it's kind of like having that light at the end of the tunnel. Like, yeah, I went through all of this, or someone that I know went through all of this, and I'm just helping tell their story. Um, but there's always a light at the end. Like you're gonna make it. Like as hard as it seems in the moment, like you can make it. Like as long as you put God first with everything that you do, because I feel like there's no way that you can make it without having
I,
him centered because he
it's so
literally
true.
opens doors that you would have never thought, puts you in places that you would have never thought, puts you around people that you would have never thought you would be around. And
He's
yeah,
intentional
just
too.
yeah. And just having that faith that you know that it's gonna work out because
Mhm.
he's there. He's always there. He's always listening. No matter if you think that you're by yourself, like he's always there and he always like answers your prayers or shows up right on time every time.
He
Every single
always right
time.
on time. I'm telling
Yeah.
you. So
It's
that just brings.
crazy.
I like this. Brings me to like. I always know that there's times I had to walk by faith. Like really, like moving here to Florida, I really had to walk by faith because I came here alone
Yeah.
with my four kids. I didn't know where I was going to live. I didn't know anybody. So it's like, when is the time that you had to actually like just walk by faith? Like, okay, God, do I go right or left? I'm gonna stop until you tell me where to go. It's like, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
serious in those decisions because we have those. But we know He's always faithful, like you just said, and does things on time. But when there's a time where you know that you had to just like totally walk by faith, it's like, Lord, I don't know if you're gonna tell me something. I'm just gonna stand here because I don't know.
yeah. Okay, so it was actually last year. I was in a place where I was just doubting my purpose. I was just doubting
Um,
everything, even my career choice, because I'm also a massage therapist. I was just questioning everything, doubting everything, and I know that was just the enemy putting things in my mind just so I could like just quit, you know? And I was so close. I was so close to quitting because I
um,
was like, man, like I feel it in my body, like it's just not the same. Like I don't feel the same desire. It's like I was forgetting my why, and I was just like
um,
not in a good place. I felt very alone and like I should just give up and just do something else, you know? And I just like it really took for me to be like at that low. And I'm just like, no, like I've been told by multiple people that this is my purpose, like strangers, that this is my purpose. And I literally was like, you know what? I haven't even really fully given it my all.
mhm.
And I haven't really put God first, like in my whatever like project I'm working on, whatever move I'm gonna make, I wasn't putting him first. So I was like, I have to really like just jump in. I have to jump in, leave all my doubts behind, and just know that if I was told that this is my purpose, like I just have to walk. I have to walk forward, not even like just have
Yeah, like
blinders and know that God's gonna literally like lead me where he needs me to go. And
yeah,
honestly, it's the best decision that I could have made because I'm moving so differently. Like the confidence I have is so different. Like I did not have this confidence before.
and
And
we
I
can
know
all
it's
like see it
because
too. We can see it as
yeah.
fans. And I just feel like I know in Temple, Temple as well. My daughter Temple, she also likes to have these dreams. I'm like you just gonna be so famous. It's so weird because you have these dreams, and we know a lot of people in the creative community, right? And for some reason, God just been giving us every time dreams, dreams, dreams with people that's not mainstream yet, but I can't stand the word mainstream, but working in the creative community, and then other people that's already out there, and they'll have in the stream. They'll just be working around with people, but it's like the person is so take precedence. It's always like Leonie, 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 and Tip was like, what did you dream about yesterday? I'm like, Leonie was in the again, Leonie. But you'll be like FaceTiming us and FaceTime at Temple, but you're in another city during a concert. I'm talking about a major concert, you know.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, God, so what are you doing? Because it's just a lot of people in the creative community. I feel like a lot of people is going towards their purpose and being intentional on what God is
Yeah.
calling them to do, and it makes a difference. I can like attest to just following God's way always makes a difference because, like, when is it, 2 years ago, maybe three, like the beginning of COVID, the first time I went outside to see an actual show was to support you. I never thought I'd be interviewing you.
Right.
This is not even something that I ever dreamed to do. I never dreamed to like host a radio show. That was never, something that I wanted to do. So, but just like you said, just walking in that purpose is so freeing. It's so
It
freeing.
is it feels so good, like,
Mhm.
it makes you, like, really think, like, "W why did was I thinking that way?" Like, but it's crazy, it
Yeah.
literally is the enemy just, like, gets he knows exactly how to get in your head and, like, just shut everything down, you know? It's so easy to be negative, so easy, and you get
Mhm.
stuck down that rabbit hole, but, like, once you let let go and let God. Once you
Yeah.
let go and let God, like, it
And then
everything changes, like, it really, really does, it's crazy. It is so crazy.
like you said, just being around the people like this year too. Also, my biggest one is bad company corrupts good character. I'm just so on top of that. Bad company corrupts good character is like a replay in my mind.
Yeah,
Just being around people that's positive and like you were saying, you make these songs so people can know that they're not alone because you went through what you went through. I feel like God gave you the means to be and the experience to be able to actually make a song like that because you experienced it.
yeah,
You know.
and it's
Mhm.
crazy, like, even behind the scenes too, like, um, not like, aside from the actual songs, but, like, the work that I put in, I feel like I've, and my friends have told me this themselves, like, I've inspired them to also pursue their passion, but go, like, hard, like, really believe in yourself and just do it. And me seeing them, like, how they are now is,
Mhm.
oh my god, it makes me so happy. Like, to be able to be placed in their life to show them, like, this is possible, like, I'm a human being, and I'm like, there's billions of other people, but I'm doing what I'm passionate about, and it's working. Like, you can do the
Mhm.
same thing. You can, like, 100%. If you believe in yourself and, like I said, put God first, like, man, there's no limit.
I'm telling you, Leonie, I thought about that today because I didn't know if I was gonna do the show like Leo. I told him last year, it's like Leo, you need to start recording me because I have stuff to say. And I had said this before on some interviews. All of a sudden, God gave me this thing. He was like, "Do a podcast, do a radio show." Temple would always talk about it. Do a podcast. She's going to do a podcast, and I was like, I don't know. I'm procrastinating. Leo kind of like pushed. He's like, okay, I got this. I'm telling you, I said, I got this idea. A week later, he had everything lined out. Like, he ain't giving me no time to procrastinate, dude. You know, he
And
had
that's
already
it,
set up
you
the
just gotta do
platform.
it.
He did. If he didn't do that, I would have still been like, oh, I'll do it next week. Leo was like, "Doo, doo, doo." I'm like, all right. I'm like, dude, you're not giving me no time to procrastinate. But I told him
Literally.
if he didn't push me, I wouldn't have done it. And I feel like today I got some really, really, really good news that was unexpected. And I'm like still off on a high about it. Just me
Yay!
stepping out on faith to do this radio show, not knowing what God was going to do with it. I'm getting like things from people saying that they love it. Strangers telling Leo when they see him in public, "Oh, I love that show." Me thinking it's going to be small. I have no clue, what's going to happen. I'm just going to get out there and talk about God. It's not about likes. It's not about money. It's not about anything except bringing him glory. And I feel like because I stepped out on just doing what he called me to do, it's like this really big news is just one big thing coming through. And I'm like, thank
Yeah.
you, God. Oh, God, because it makes a big difference, what's happening today. And I'll share that with you later. It's like, I can't believe it, you know? I just never thought that would happen. So it's gonna help me and my household's well being so much. So
Yes.
all because and it doesn't really have anything to do with radio or creativity or anything. It's just something that I really needed God to do. And I was like, okay, Lord, I'm gonna do it scared. I kept saying I'm gonna do the radio station. I'm like, I'm gonna do it
That's the
scared.
best time to
Leo
do it,
gonna
when
make
you're
me do it.
scared.
Like
When you're
Leo gonna
scared,
make me
yep.
do it scared.
You gotta break through
Yeah.
that fear. Fear is not like God doesn't give you fear like that. Like, that's not from God. Like, you stepping in faith is the best thing you could do. Doing it scared is the best thing that you could do always.
Yeah, just not knowing, walking by faith. Yeah. just not
Mhm.
knowing. Well, I'm just so happy for you. I'm telling you because I see it. I like to see the difference. You know, I see the difference in you. I see the difference in so many other artists too. You know, there's
Yeah.
just it's. I love it. I'm happy. I'm so happy for you. I'm happy that you're
Thank
doing these
you.
things and you come together. You know, because we always talk about gatekeeping in Orlando.
Yup.
I
Yeah.
feel I
I
feel
can't
like
stand
everybody.
it. I can't stand it.
I feel like I feel like everybody is doing their separate things, but they're coming together collectively. You know, and it's
Yeah.
going to help the creative community, and everybody is going to be a part of putting Orlando on the map, not just one person. You know,
Yes.
so I just wanted to see. I know that we've been talking for a little while, but I just wanted to ask you what are some of your goals and aspirations that you have for your future music career.
So my goal is to I want to be in, God willing, I want to be in or have my music placed like in movies, TV shows. I definitely want to step into my acting bag. Um I know that's going to take a
Oh,
little
cool.
while. I got to focus on music first, but I would love to step into my acting bag. And I just want to really like expand, like just travel and be able to do shows like outside of Florida, outside the US would be amazing. Like
Hmm.
that's a big goal of mine to like be able to like really spread my music globally for
I think it's
sure.
closer than you think.
I know,
With these,
I feel
with
it.
all
I
these
feel it.
dreams, yeah, so many people doing these different things. I feel like it's closer than you think because we don't know where you are in those dreams. I just know that you're not
Yeah.
here and you're FaceTiming us right quick because you have to go on and start the concert, and there's a whole bunch of people in the stadium, or the
Yeah.
concert hall just waiting, and you're just walking around backstage like, oh, I just wanted to call you right fast. I gotta go. Like, look at LaUni doing big things. But yeah, this guy, and it's a lot of people here too. Like I was just talking about Jers, how he always gets people songs on movies. But
Yep.
yeah, and Jers is always working, so it's like I know he'd love to be the person to help you get your stuff on a movie.
Yes. I'm open
he
to
is
it.
he's such a hard worker. That's what he do. So that's all he makes time to do. So
Yeah.
yeah. But I just wanted to so now lastly, Leonia, can you tell everybody where they can find you, like your IG, your social media, how they can reach out to you, to
Yeah,
book you, and
definitely.
to listen to your music. Listen to your music.
Yeah. So if you want to book me, my email is LaUni Music with a K, so it's LAUNI Music, again with a K instead of a C at Gmail. And you can find me everywhere at LaUni Music. That's LAUNI Music with a C. And yeah, I'm on all platforms, like social media everywhere, TikTok and Apple Music, Spotify,
SoundCloud.
everywhere.
All right. Well, thank you, Leonie. Thank you so much for joining us today on the show. Thank you for, I'm going to say that a little bit more excited because Simp was looking at me. Thank you for joining us today, Leonie. Thank you,
Thank you for having
everyone.
me.
Thank you for, just letting me do this interview with you. Thank you. Again, thank you for joining us today. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in today to the Greatest Story Radio with Momma T, powered by Hot 407. And we'll catch you next time. Peace.